But the Haney fight,
Yeah.
I tapped out again, bro. I was tired. My brother-in-law had a birthday party Friday, and when he kicked it, then I had to get up. So Saturday night I was out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and I still ain't got to the replay yet. I'm watching in the morning, but give the people what they want.
So Haney versus George Kambosos, man. If you the type of person that loves the art of boxing, the sweet science, go watch that fight. That man, he gave that man a boxing clinic. That was a master class. That's the definition of a boxing clinic. Not much power in the fight, you know what I mean?
If
you're the type of person that want to see knockouts and all of that, and you're probably not going to enjoy it. But he beat that man with one hand. He beat him with a jab and a left hook. And I mean, every time Kambosos got in the striking distance, every time he closed the distance and got inside where he wanted to get, pow, hit him with that jab, back him up. And that
every
that
single
jab,
time for 12 straight rounds.
That jab made him reset every time. Every time he got exactly where he wanted to get, pow, he had to back up and reset and try to get inside again. You know what I mean?
Kambosos jump around too much for that. He move his feet too much.
Yeah, so
and every time he got stung with one, he would have to jump around and reshuffle again and reset himself.
Yeah, because Kambosos he's an aggressive fighter. He looked like a Manny Pacquiao. You know what I mean? Like one of them aggressive, throwing a lot of punches, all this and that. But Devin Haney put him in his place. He basically showed him, look, I'm the dominant guy here. I'm going to outbox you for 12 rounds, and I'm gonna beat you in your country. I gave Kambosos one round. I gave him round two. I gave Devin Haney every other round. That's just me. I mean, I'm not no professional judge, but when I scored, I gave Haney.
I mean, that's pretty much rounds. What two of the other three judges gave him too, like 10, 11 rounds. Except for that one judge that was like 116, 112, or something like that. I don't know what he was looking at, but you always had that one judge in it. So, but it was no doubt that it was a one-sided fight because, like you said, Kevin, it wasn't. If you come to a fight looking for haymakers, looking for blood flying everywhere with every shot, this wasn't the fight for you. But if
you need to go watch the tank.
Yeah, you should have watched the fight the week before.
So it's like so how Kevin always be disrespecting my boy B-Rob, right? So it's like a B-Rob running back versus the Reggie Bush running back. If you're looking for the 2 carries, 90 yards. That ain't what B-Rob gonna give you. Nah, he gonna give you the consistent
24 carries for 108 yards.
Right.
Yeah, with 2 touchdowns.
So one of them. Yeah, I get what you mean. Or the the point guard that play like Steph and Dame and Kyrie versus the Sam Cassell.
Right.
Like you know what I mean? Like,
this was an Avery Johnson type fight.
But
okay.
At the same time, though, moving forward, I don't know if Devin Haney can, because he's unified champion right now, lightweight champion at 135. I don't think he's the best lightweight. He got all the belts right now, so he is the man. You know,
who do you think he is, though, Kevin? Who do you think is, and do you think the fight against that person will ever happen? Well, he has to fight somebody eventually. So who is his next fight?
I'm not sure if he'll take that. If the rematch with Kambosos will happen again, he's gonna beat Kambosos every time.
Yeah, don't he? I forgot he has to take that fight. Doesn't he?
Also, him and Vasily Lomachenko are on the same network, right? Everybody loves Lomachenko. So
what weight class would they fight at?
135.
I like Lomachenko.
Yeah. So I hate saying this because I love Devin Haney, but I don't know if he can beat Lomachenko.
Why?
Experience, bro. Experience.
Is that your only reason?
Yes.
How old is Lomachenko?
He's like 35 34, 35, I think. But the man got like
Yeesh.
400 amateur fights, bro.
That's 11 whole years too.
He came to pros late. He didn't turn pro until he was a grown man. You know what I mean? Like almost in his 30s.
Oh,
you know
wow.
what I mean? But he got like 400 amateur fights. He's like the most decorated amateur ever, pretty much. You know what I mean? Well, I ain't gonna say ever, but he's a very decorated amateur boxer. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he can beat Lomachenko. I definitely don't think he can beat Tank, because I don't know if he can withstand them blows from Tank. I think Tank would eventually set a trap for him and and get him up out of there. But I love Devin Haney, man.
That was my thing with him, Kevin, in the last, I think from rounds like 10 to 12.
Yeah.
Is he was fighting with his hands down a lot. And I know Kambosos couldn't get close to him, but I be fearing that one wild shot that can catch him. And he so that weight class is small anyway. So if you get caught with a shot, yeah, that could be it.
But Haney, my bad, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was finished.
But no, Haney got good defense too. No, I give him that. But I think he beat everybody else in the division, because you got Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, like Jojo Diaz, Isaac Cruz, dudes like that. I think he'll beat all of them dudes. But when it comes to Lomachenko and Tank, I don't think he can beat them dudes, man.
Will we ever see a Tank Lomachenko fight?
Probably not. Tank, I'm telling you, on Tank's side, like Leonard Ellaby and Floyd and all them dudes who like his handlers, they be like tripping with the business side of him. I don't think you'll ever really see him fight anybody of like any kind of real, talent like that, like on that level. So I'll sit here and say I think he'll beat Devin Haney, but I don't know if he'll ever fight Devin Haney. I don't think they'll let him fight him.
What about Ryan Garcia?
Because he'll fight. He would fight Ryan Garcia because he would beat him. And that's a money fight. Ryan Garcia has a huge social media following.
Yeah.
So yeah, they would make that happen.
So you saying they won't let him fight Haney because of just what, money and all the other ugly business stuff?
Yeah, like anybody that they think could probably beat him, I don't think.
Okay.
They it's just like Floyd's career, right? Floyd strategically fought everybody at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they try to handle Tank. They don't want to fight nobody at the wrong time. Everybody gonna have to. They want to catch you when you're too young to do anything, really, or too old to do anything.
So I'm gonna ask you this: so is a loss that bad though? Like
when you going by the Floyd Mayweather model, yeah, it is.
So I guess that's like.
But that's why I like Haney, because he don't go by that model. You know what I mean?
Right.
Haney, he want to fight the best. You know what I mean? Regardless, like what's a loss, bro? Like a loss ain't the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
But when you going by that Floyd Mayweather model, and to them it is, because they all about the oath.
See, and I think that's what in basketball got mind skewed is Michael Jordan. 6 finals, 6-0, 6 finals MVP. Bro, that shit is. Magic Johnson, what, 5-2? Great. Kobe 5-2, great. Shaq 4-2.
Didn't he go with Cleveland too 1 year?
No, I think he went with Boston, right? He went with Orlando once. The Lakers.
That's one. They
4
lost
times.
one with the Lakers.
He went to the Lakers 4 times.
And then Miami once.
Went with Miami once. So he won 4. He won 3 in LA, 1 in Miami.
So 4-2.
4-2. But I'm saying, like, great, right? Tim Duncan, 5-1. But he only got 3 finals in. I don't say only 3 finals MVP. Yeah, he only, But I'm saying, like, I think it's skewed like that. Like, he's 50-0. Okay, yeah, I get it. But, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like with the Super Bowl. I don't think nobody gonna say, "Oh, Tom Brady ain't perfect, so he ain't Joe Montana." Bro, what? Like, he got more Super Bowls than any franchise. So I think that's kind of I don't know, man. I hate that though. You know what I mean? Because you can't.
I mean, that's why he fought Rolly Romero. Like, I mean, Rolly not gonna beat him. and nobody even know who Rolly is.
Right.
Like, and that's why he fought him. That's because Leonard Ellerbe and them, that's how they handle things. I don't know, man. It's just how boxing works, bro.
Yeah,
Some guys are afraid. That's why I like the Charlos, because they don't care nothing about all that. They want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't worried about all that.
Yeah, I mean, and I know this might sound, like to get off my line, dude, but I mean, all of it was like beat the man. You know what I mean? Like, Mike couldn't do nothing about Detroit being in the way. You gotta beat them dudes. You gotta figure it out. He's like, I gotta start lifting weights. Yeah. Cause they throwing you to the floor, whether you come back 200 pounds or you come back at least staying 190 or 185. Yeah. They throwing you to the floor. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, and man, I mean,
greatest boxer of all time lost.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Lost. Muhammad Ali is still considered great. Mike Tyson, all these guys, Sugar Ray Leonard, like all these guys, Roy Jones. It's no like.
That's how you become 2-time, 3-time champion. You know what I mean? Like
Lennox Lewis, Vander Holyfield, like
Lennox Lewis got knocked out by Asim Rahman and came back and crushed him. You know what I mean? That's what you do.
Bernard Hopkins, like I just see guys. It's like you're not looking at them and like, oh, he lost, so he trash, or he not this and that. It's like
you would never say that.
Like these dudes, they still fire. Like, you know what I mean?
And what in anything these days can somebody go undefeated? Like really, man.
But Q, to that point, how many times has anybody really been undefeated? Like in history, it's happened, but it's not like it's just like, oh, they're undefeated. Oh, they don't lose. Like, okay, we can go back where it was like college football had all these stacked up whatevers when it was off balance, right?
And the thing about it though is when you see something that's undefeated nowadays, the person that's looking at that now, they're not gonna go look at to see the people that he beat. They're gonna go look at why he's undefeated, like who didn't he fight, like who didn't he play.
Right.
Because you're not going to look at that with Muhammad Ali because you know he fought the biggest and the baddest every single time.
Like, no. So Q, the effect is, who the hell beat him? Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, if they beat him, like, damn, they was bad as hell. Like, to your point, Q, like, yeah, he wasn't fighting chumps. You know what I mean? Like
it don't go like that no more though, because like I said, Muhammad Ali fought Joe Frazier and George Foreman and Ken Norton and
multiple times.
Yeah, right.
All of
wait. But hold on, 15 rounds.
Right. Yeah, and I think he fought Ernie Shavers too, and that's one of the hardest hitting fighters in boxing history. Like,
but see, it's like it's so much shame in losing anything now. To where why though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you look at what was it? When Boston made that run and they beat the Lakers, and then the Lakers went back the next year, and KG tore the ACL, they couldn't play. Then they came right back and they beat Boston. Well, I don't think nobody had any less respect for that team, Pierce and KG and Allen and Rondo and them guys, because they lost to Kobe Bryant and Powell and all them guys. Well, we just beat them too. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what it's about. But we got here. We doing it. We doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I think it's so phony. Everything like nowadays, like, oh, it got to be perfect. When why though?
Right.
Like why? Like, we still respect you. Now, if you look, what you better worry about if the O on the other side and you got like 40, then yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you're not gonna lose every fight you fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that's the sad part about boxing. That's the business of boxing hurts the sport. But on another note, I think they're gonna announce that that Crawford and Spence fight soon within the next month or so.
Really?
I heard somebody say that it might get announced on 4th of July.
Really?
Yeah.
So around the time the Q was saying, like Christmas time, well, December.
I heard October.
Oh wow, okay.
Wow, that soon?
I mean, they already know it's gonna happen, so they already prepping for it. But
so what
this
if
this is when I wish they had that the HBO show back. Leading up to the fight. I forgot what they call it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They still do that though.
What is called? What it was called? Yeah, Showtime do it. It was called.
They do that for every big fight.
I was finna say 30 for 30. It wasn't no damn 30 for 30. It was, dang, yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I like those joints though. They'd be good.
Yeah, because they showed you everything.
Yeah.
Floyd showed you everything. That's who was on it most of the time.
Floyd used to be violent. When he fought Ortiz,